SQA Higher Maths 2018 Paper 2, question number 5. PQR is a triangle with P 3, 4, Q 9 minus 1, 2, 9 minus 2 for Q. Find the equation of L1, the perpendicular bisector of PQ. Equation of L1. So we have L1, P is the point 3, 4, Q is 9 minus 2, we need mid PQ. So that would be 3 plus 9 over 2, 4 minus 2 over 2. That's 12 over 2 is 6. 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 over 2 is 1. And you need to find the gradient of PQ. For that, x1, y1 is 3, 4, and x2, y2 is 9 minus 2. So gradient of PQ would be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which would be minus 2 minus 4 divided by 9 minus 3, which is minus 6 over 6, which gives you minus 1. M1, M2 is equal to minus 1 when you have two perpendicular lines. That means that minus 1 times M2 is minus 1, which means that gradient of the perpendicular is minus 1 over 1 over minus 1, which is 1. Gradient of the perpendicular is minus 1. So now you've got to work out the equation of a line. Y minus B is equal to M x minus A. Your AB is 6 minus 1. Sorry, 6, 1. That's your AB, which is the midpoint of PQ. And the gradient you're using is plus 1. Gradient is plus 1. So Y minus 1 is equal to 1 times x minus 6. It means that y minus 1 is x minus 6, which means that y is x minus 5. That's the equation of a line for part A. For part B, the equation of L2, the perpendicular bisector of PR, is L2, the equation of L2 is given as 3y plus x is equal to 25. Calculate the coordinates of C, the point of intersection of L1 and L2. So L1 you found to be y is equal to x minus 5. So you could sub y equals x minus 5 in L2. So that means that 3 times x minus 5 plus x is equal to 25. That means that 3x minus 15 plus x is 25, which means that 4x, take the 15 to the other side, is 40, which means that x is 10. Go back to the equation for L1. For L1, y is x minus 5, which means that y is 10 minus 5, which is 5. So C is the point 10, 5. That's the center of the circle. This part is for 2 marks. Part A was for 3 marks. Okay, now the last bit. C is the center of the circle which passes through the vertices of triangle PQR. Determine the equation of the circle. Equation of the circle. So you know C, so you can look for, you know the center is 10, 5. You can use either P or Q to find the radius. Let's use P as positive values 3, 4, and C as 10, 5. So that means that the radius is the length of PC, which is basically need radius squared. So radius squared is PC squared. So that would be 10 minus 3 all squared plus 5 minus 1 all squared. So this is 7 squared is 49, and 5 minus 4 all squared is 1. 1 squared is just 1. So that means that is 50. So that means radius squared is 50, and the center of the circle is 10, 5. That's your AB. So the equation of the circle is x minus 10 all squared plus y minus 5 all squared is equal to 50. So that's the equation of the circle. And this is for equation of the circle. That is for 2 marks for part C.